Hi there movie fans, and welcome to another edition of Movies. Today we're going to try to sell you one of the best films this year, Air, Ben Affleck's fifth mainstream directorial feature about Nike's attempts to entice a then little known basketball rookie going by the name of Michael Jordan to wear one of its sports shoes. So without further fanfare, let's just do it. In 1984, Nike languished third behind Adidas and Converse in sports shoe sales, such that no person alive with any street credibility wanted to be seen dead in a Nike. Although known at that time as a corporation making running shoes for track athletes, Nike did have a basketball division within its organisation dedicated nonetheless to securing high-end draft picks, top college ball basketball players to the uninitiated, who would, but usually wouldn't, wear their brand of high-top basketball shoe. Enter Matt Damon as Sonny Vaccaro, basketball guru at Nike, charged with finding these college nuggets and persuading them to strut their stuff in a pair of his company's sneakers. The only problem was that everybody in sports and on the street wanted to wear Adidas or Converse, each forming a major part of the cultural landscape at that time, with Adidas even immortalised in song by Run DMC. So Nike had a perennial battle on its hands trying to break that duopoly. And into that battle, alongside Vaccaro, enters CEO Phil Knight, played by a ginger, bewigged Ben Affleck, Head of Marketing Rob Strasser, played by Jason Bateman, and VP Howard H. White, played by Chris Tucker, who plan and plot to hoik Jordan into Nike's own sphere of influence. For a film relying heavily on scenes in boardrooms and offices, and on conversations over telephones, in bars and across picnic tables, including one amusing scene in the gents' toilets, with no action and little in the way of actual basketball, even MJ himself is only fleetingly visible, and only then by an ankle, a back or a silhouette. You better have one stellar cast delivering dialogue that crackles, and in this respect the film does not disappoint. There is no wastage in any scene, the language is dry, witty and at times funny without detracting from the narrative, but carries enough weight to propel the story to its uplifting end. Each cast member has a moment to shine. Chris Tucker stealing the show with trademark street cred wisecracks, Jason Bateman being, Jason Bateman, playing himself brilliantly as always, Affleck dryly demonstrating he has his own exceptional comic timing, and Damon, whose character is the driving force and heartbeat for the movie, a revelation in this particular role. It helps, of course, that the story is propelled by a seemingly relentless stream of 80s hits, squeezed in wherever possible, to the extent that sometimes it becomes a bit like Name That Tune after the notes have faded after a few seconds in. In other movies this may have seemed like padding, but Affleck here doesn't want to waste any moment, so not only does the music fill every available space, but so too does a multitude of cultural references, none more so than in the opening 10-minute montage, which, alongside the exceptional production, makes it abundantly clear this is a film anchored firmly and unarguably in 1984. Helping the movie crackle is Matthew Marr playing shoe designer Peter Moore, who embraces the role with evangelical glee, seeing his Air Jordan as Michelangelo might the Sistine Chapel. The big shoe reveal with so much more red is handled with suitable reverential respect. Viola Davis as Dolores Jordan, Michael's mother and the real power behind the son, who adds a healthy dose of gravitas to the story. MJ's father, James, played with understatement by Julius Tennant, someone had to, and the Jordan family's agent, David Falk, played by Chris Messina, hamming it to the max and delivering a telephonic tirade of such foul-mouthed relish every office-based worker would be proud to dine out on. In some ways this plays out then as a feel-good, rags-to-riches, David and Goliath kind of story, where you do end rooting for Nike in its attempts to entice one of the greatest sportsmen ever to become the brand ambassador for its basketball shoes. which doesn't feel at times a little awkward considering the corporate leviathan Nike is today. And that moral conundrum is very briefly alluded to in the film, where Jason Bateman reflects to Matt Damon on the company's place in his life, mentioning the extent to which Nike is built on third world labour. But hey, everybody's got to make a dollar, right? So, at the buzzer, I would highly recommend this film. It is a slam dunk, doesn't disappoint. You don't have to like or know anything about basketball, sports shoes, or the phenomenon known as Michael Jordan, though it helps. And if you grew up in the 80s, as I did, and remember 1984, as I do, then those will be the laces on this particular high top. But if not, just kick back, grab your popcorn, and enjoy the game time. Thank you for watching. We hope you subscribe to our channel or comment on our reviews. We love to hear from you and we always respond. Otherwise, look forward to more movie reviews from us soon.